Balancing a career, a YouTube channel, and my thriving online business might seem completely impossible, right? At first glance, and when you hear that, it's like, oh my gosh, you're doing all of that? Yes, I know. I'm doing the most. But I've cracked the code, and today I want to share my secrets with you as to how I balance it all without burning out. So let's jump right in. All right. Thank you for being here. And if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. So, the first thing we want to do is get clear on our priorities, right? So, we want to make sure that our YouTube channel or YouTube business, whatever you refer to it as, but depending on if you are a content creator or doing this as a side business right now or even a full-time business, that in addition to your career, if you are working a 9 to 5, or doing other work, freelance work, or any other sort of work that's considered like a job or career, okay? In addition to an online business, as in my case, we've got to get clear on our priorities. So what does that mean? Well, I everything that I do is all in alignment with my goals. Okay, that's the first thing. So, for example, the content I post here on YouTube, the career that I'm in, and the business that I run are all within alignment. Okay. So here's a specific example. And it's not even an example, honestly. This is really the truth of what I'm doing. So I am a holistic business coach and an RN health and wellness educator. And I teach high achieving women entrepreneurs, successful corporate career women, how to transition out of their corporate career if it no longer serves them, and how to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business while prioritizing their health, healing, and happiness. My message here on YouTube is the same, which makes it extremely easy for me to create content around that whole idea because that's my niche, right? So we've got to get clear on our niche. And then the career that I do, well, I'm not in the workforce per se. I don't have a 9 to 5, I don't have a job, but I do freelance work, I do seasonal work, and I do other types of work to keep my clinical skills strong and to keep my licenses active. I have to continue work through continued education units for my nursing licenses. And so I'm always, dabbling in and tapping into that industry. I'm still a nurse 25 years later and counting. So the work that I do is around health and wellness, right? I'm coaching on that. I also do some legal nurse consulting work. And I also teach, educate, right? Be it nurses or patients or clients, right? But it's all around the same subject matter. You see what I'm saying? So it's all in alignment with my goals. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I identify what task move the needle, okay? Because there's truth to be said about we can become busy just being busy in our everyday lives in a business, but we don't want to just be busy being busy. We actually want to be productive and we want to make sure we're doing the right things, income producing, revenue generating activities that actually move the needle. So, what does that look like? Well, for me, and can be true for you as well, but we're talking about what it is I do. And if you'd like to incorporate this, then feel free to, do the same. But I think about, the first thing I do is I have themes around my weeks, okay, around my days. So let me give you what it is in real life. On Mondays, first of all, I work a 4-day work week. That's first. Okay. That's always been a goal of mine. I finally achieved it. This is what I do. I no longer work crazy hours. Okay. I'm not burning the midnight oil or the candle on both ends of the stick. I'm very clear about what my schedule looks like and what work I'm doing within that time frame. And what I'm doing every day is based around my themes. Okay. So Monday is Money Moves Monday. Okay, everything we're doing, which is true for every day, but particularly on Mondays, we're really focused, really focused on making money. Okay, like that is the top priority. So, and then the second thing is marketing. So that's usually my content days. Tuesday and Thursdays, I'm doing any kind of client facing work. No more than those 2 days. Tuesdays are transformation Tuesdays. Okay. Wednesdays are wealth building Wednesdays, also my wellness Wednesdays. Again, as I said, I am a holistic business coach and RN, health and wellness educator. If I'm teaching people, women exclusively, how to prioritize their health, healing, and happiness, then I need to be doing that in some form, right? So Wednesdays, I dedicate my time to that. Thursdays, thankful Thursdays. That's a part of my core values: gratitude, maintaining an attitude of gratitude, being grateful for what I already have to receive more of what I want, right? And desire. I'm thankful. I'm counting my blessings every day, but this day is dedicated to doing that. I also do random acts of kindness, good deeds, pay people compliments, donate my time, donate items, charitable organizations, get involved in my communities. Like that's what Thankful Thursdays are about. And then Friday is my Freedom Friday, right? So, and it's also my Financial Friday. So the top of the morning, after I've given time to myself, I focus on my financials. What does my P&L or profit and loss statement look like? What is my balance sheet looking like? What kind of revenue did I make? Did I hit my goals? If not, what went wrong? What could I do better? What could I do differently? What do I need to do more or less of? What did I spend too much time on? What did I spend too little time on? I've got to be looking at these things because metrics tell the story, right? What's going on, what's working, what's not. So Fridays, like I said, is also my Freedom Friday. That means I get a chance to either play catch up on things that I didn't get to accomplish throughout the week on Monday through Thursday, but I don't have to focus my time being involved with actually people per se, like no client facing activities, no, any of the things that I'm doing typically during the Monday through Thursday, I'm not doing on Friday. Friday, I get to go if I wanted to. I could get a massage, I can get my hair done, my nails done, I can just go, just be free and do whatever I choose to do. That's my day. Okay. And then even on the weekends, I don't work weekends. Okay. If I do, then it's for a couple of hours, maybe. It depends on what I got going on. Perhaps a launch. That would be the only time really I'm working on a project like that, or maybe some joint venture partnerships where we just couldn't fit it in because of our schedules conflicting or something like that throughout the week. And so we had to kind of make it on that day. Or I might be doing some freelance work if I'm doing some work for whatever I'm doing for nursing, working with attorneys, doctors, what have you, patients, clients. I might do a little bit on a Saturday. Sunday, untouchable. I'm very selfish, super selfish with my Sundays, okay? I don't play no games about my Sundays, okay? I definitely make sure that that is for me. Now, I might have a, Saturday, some Saturdays, like the second Saturday of the month is like usually time I spend with my sister. We have a sisterly soul sister day, right? Then we have specific days for family time, specific days, and sometimes that might be a Sunday if I'm cooking like Sunday dinner. But other than that, that's my time. Self-care Sundays. Okay, I prioritize my self-care because I'm teaching women how to do the same. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite about it, right? I'm going to practice what I preach and teach. So now on the first, let's talk about what it might look like to what some income producing or revenue generating activities are. You can be doing things like mapping out your business model. In other words, how are you going to make money, right? You should be making money in your business every day, hopefully, right? Because we're thinking like big businesses, and big businesses, they're making money all day, every day. Now, we're not big businesses, we're small businesses. Even if you're a YouTube business, you're a small business right now, right? If you're watching my channel, you certainly are. So, at least as of this recording, one day that will change. But for now, I have a big impact and a big influence, and I'm also here to make a nice income, okay? So, that means I have to be exchanging something of value, right? So this is where you get free content. This is free resources. I have a Facebook group. That's another free resource. I have content on other social media platforms. Those are free resources. I can point people to free resources all day. But if I'm a business, that means I need to make money in exchange for something I'm selling, right? That's what commerce is about. So we're not doing this as a hobby. I'm not doing this as a hobby. I don't know about you. You can let me know in the comments. So the revenue generating activities would be, how are you going to make money? Are you creating a subscription? Are you creating monthly revenue? Are you creating a coaching or consulting service? Are you creating some package or product? Do you have merch? Like, do you have affiliate marketing? Like, what are you doing to actually make money? What is your business model? Are you doing one-on-ones? Are you doing group coaching? What exactly are you doing to make money? Do you have digital products? All the things. There are so many ways you can make money. You may be making money in all the ways, or considering it at least one of those ways, 2 to 3, hopefully, so you can have multiple streams of income and eventually work your way up to 7 streams of income. What are those things that you're doing so you're not depending on one income source? Map your business model, okay? And then launching a new product, a package, a program. What other services or products can you sell? What you can be creating an evergreen funnel, right? You can be doing some email marketing. Maybe you're getting ready for a big launch. Okay, what are you launching? How often are you launching? What is your launch cycle? What does that look like? What do your email campaigns and your email marketing campaigns rather look like, right? Those direct sales, be it B2B or B2C, business to business or business to consumer, one or the other, or both. Maybe you have a mix of both. But what exactly are you doing to make money? And these are some of the ways in which you can be thinking about making money. Also, strategic partnerships, JV collaborations. I have a few going on at the same time, working on different ways, all still in alignment with my ultimate goals. Okay. So be clear about your end goals, but then what are you actually doing to move the needle every day? For me, I'm meeting once a week with each partner that I'm collaborating with on a project. And we are getting together to flesh out what we've got to flesh out in order to make things happen for ourselves in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of the year, right? So that's what we're working on. Also, you could be attending networking events, meetups, social engagements, seminars, webinars. For me, I'll be going to a conference just actually next week. I'll be going to a millionaire summit. I cannot wait. I'm super excited about it. So what are you doing to involve yourself? So you may be saying, well, how does that actually make you money? Because you're going to be meeting people, making connections, genuine connections, building relationships, right? Establishing the relationship, then nurturing the relationship. And people would be able to put you on to other people and their networks. You'll be able to meet other people there who are of like minds, who are working on similar goals as you. You can get together to collaborate and work on different projects. You can, become a part of their circle, and you can also get in rooms that you wouldn't otherwise know exist. There's all kinds of ways, not to mention all of the great information that's going to help you transform your life and your business, because you're going to be learning during that time frame, right? So this is a 3-day event, and for me, that's going to be amazing information that I'm going to be able to, like just gather, right? And then be able to apply my newfound knowledge. So many ways, this is like golden. So these are the things that you can do to actually move the needle. Okay. By the way, if you are liking this video, finding value in it, be sure to share this out with at least 3 people. Your biz besties, your coworkers, if they are a part of this with you on the journey, your colleagues, your entrepreneur entourage, whomever can benefit from it, and be sure to subscribe, okay? If you want more content like this. Now, let's get back to business. Time management strategies. Okay, let me discuss with you how I actually manage my time and my energy, because it's really more about managing your energy more so than your time. So I create time blocks. I create daily, weekly, monthly things, activities on my schedule. Everything. So you may find this hard to believe, but at the end of every year, the last quarter before going into the new year, in December, I always, and I started this about 3 years ago actually, create my entire schedule for the year. So I know every day, pretty much of the week, what I've got going on. Okay. And then everything else gets put into the schedule around that. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into exactly how this works because I did an entire video actually where I'm teaching you how, specifically what I do, what methods I use, and, exactly how it works. And so I won't spend too much time here so we can, not take too much of your time in this video today, but I want to make sure you get the gist of it. But everything, so I schedule my calendar for the year. And then I work on quarterly and monthly and weekly and daily activities that's going to help me move closer to my goals. Okay. So I leverage productivity tools as well. And I also leverage people. We'll talk about that here shortly. Okay. The other thing that I do, well, before I get to that, because this just came to mind, make sure when I say leveraging tools, there are lots of things you can do. If you're a solopreneur or parallelpreneur, meaning that you're more than likely working your job, your 9 to 5, along with running your business and also trying to grow your YouTube channel. Okay, so start to look into tools like in systems, Chat GPT, organize things in a Google file or folder, like really get yourself well organized and look into the kinds of systems that you can use to help you work more efficiently and effectively, okay, faster, you know what I mean? So that you can get more things done because it can be really hard, very challenging when it's just you. Okay. So if you don't have a team yet, or even, and I don't mean like a big team necessarily, but a small team or at least one person assisting you, then definitely at least be putting in place and researching some of the tools that you can use to help you move along. Okay. And then there's automation. No, before we talk about that, let's talk about boundaries. That's really important. That's another thing I do. I actually set really bold business boundaries. Okay. And I don't deviate from it. I don't let anybody interrupt what I got going on. So what does that mean? What does that look like? I'll give you a real life example. So recently, I had somebody email me on a Sunday. Now, I just told you that I don't answer emails on Sundays, right? I don't do any business on Sunday, period. No business. That's my day that I'm super selfish with. It's my self-care Sunday. So the only people who can be a part of that is my family, maybe a friend, a really close friend, if we already planned it ahead of time. But it can't be like some impromptu, impulsive kind of thing. Okay, I take it very seriously. So this person, and there's, I have no issues with this individual as a person. Like, in fact, that's one of my partners, my newest partners. So we're working on a project and she wanted to share something with me. And so she texted me on a Sunday and I didn't answer that day because I didn't see the message. I don't look at that. I have 2 phones, one for business purposes solely, and some other things I use it for, and the other one's strictly personal. So I don't mix business with pleasure in that regard. So I didn't respond. I didn't look at the message until the following business day. And when I did, I just kindly responded, hey, just now seeing your message. Thanks for the message. I appreciate it. But just so you know, moving forward, I don't check my phone, this number on the weekends. I have hard boundaries around my business related activities, and I separate that from my personal business, my personal stuff, right? My personal life. And so that's why you didn't get a response. And then I just responded to whatever her questions or concerns were. And she understood, and it was not a big deal. So setting boundaries and being very clear on, 9 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, those are my business hours. If you're contacting me outside of that, you're not going to get an answer from me. Okay, unless we arrange something ahead of time. Like, I'm very serious about it. Just to be, very truthful, I had to start creating boundaries because it was really, by me not doing that in the beginning of my years of business, it really did compromise my health and happiness, and it sacrificed my soul and sanity. And I'm not willing to do that anymore. And it really did put a damper in my relationship big time. Okay. So needless to say, that was part of my demise in my relationship. So I've since learned how to change that, and I take it very seriously. Okay. So, and it's good to protect your mental health in that regard as well, right? So again, just your overall health and well-being, that's really, really important and critical to your success in taking your personal time very seriously. That's very personal to you, and nobody should be able to interrupt that. Now, outsourcing and automation is another way. Those are key components to how you can balance. Okay, I'll use that term because you're familiar with it, but I'm going to talk about that here shortly too. How you can balance your time with your career, your YouTube channel as you're building that, and your business. So, delegation is key. I said let's use people resources as much as we're using tools. Okay, so automation and delegation is key. Automation is key because you can set things up to be able to do work for you because we have systems that work for us, right? We're putting systems in place. We're creating structure around our lives, around our business, and we're setting boundaries. In addition to, we're utilizing the tools that are available to us because now we live in a time, thank you God, right? Thank you Jesus, that we live in a time where we have advanced technology, right? We have AI now, and we have so many tools that is specifically for the online space that will help us get things done faster without us being present. And that's the key. You don't want to burn yourself out because you're trying to juggle all the things and wear all the hats. Like that's played out, right? We're not doing that no more, right? Like that's over with, or it should be. And so take into consideration what tools can you use. So again, going back to you being a parallelpreneur or solopreneur, you don't have a team yet. Well, until you can hire somebody, which I highly recommend you do, then you want to make sure that you're the one that's using tools for your social media management, right? Scheduling out your social media content that you've worked really hard on YouTube and on any other social media platform, but we're specifically talking about YouTube, right? Also, you want to make sure that you are, like I mentioned earlier, using a tool like ChatGPT. You would be amazed at what ChatGPT can do for you. Okay, so make sure that you are using ChatGPT or any sort of other AI tool to help you. If you want to remix or repurpose your content from YouTube onto your other social media platforms, well, by all means, use tools that will help you cut those up into reels, right? And just short clips, right? So that's what I do, and that's what you can also do as well. Okay. What else? Just trying to think what else I can say to help you. Those are the things that come top of mind. Software systems like CRMs, customer relation management tools. We definitely want to make sure that we are utilizing that as well, okay, for our businesses and for our content creation. So listen, with the right strategies, I'll use the word balance because you're familiar with that term, but I really like to use the word blend because we're blending and integrating these things so that we are in alignment with our goals, right? And so we're not burning out. You can actually thrive in every area of your life and in your business. Listen, trust me when I tell you I'm speaking from experience. This is firsthand information, not secondhand information. You can have it all without having to do it all and be it all. Trust me, and when I tell you, okay? So, if today's tips helped you and you plan to implement these things, let me know what it is that resonated with you deeply. What pulled on those heartstrings? What was really helpful and valuable for you? What are you going to be, taking away from this and actually incorporating in your own life and in your own business and your own career? How are you going to balance or blend or integrate, what I've shared with you today? Let me know in the comments below, okay? As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. And before I go, and before I tune out and you tune in, be sure to watch the next video that YouTube recommends, okay? If you enjoyed this video, I am so sure you will enjoy the next video coming up. We'll talk to you soon. Toodles. Bye for now.